ASMR, and today this is going to be a soft-spoken video, as I take you around the tropical enclosure at my local zoo. Tropical enclosure at my local zoo. Okay, so join me as we spot a load of different tropical birds and creatures and animals. And by the way, I want you to imagine yourself in a place that is about 40 degrees, and very humid. Just enjoy me showing you around. Enjoy the colors of the trees, as you can see. The trees are like you're walking through an Amazon rainforest. There's probably loads of different creepy crawlies up on the trees, and insects, and just loads of different creatures living their life, and you can't even see them. But we are trying to spot some different birds as we walk around. Can we see anything here? Just take a 5-10 minute break from whatever you're doing and see if you can spot some stuff with me. This one's called the Asian fairy bluebird. Can we see it through this Amazon tropical rainforest house? Can we see it? All I can see right now is loads of different varieties of trees and bamboo and just green plants. I mean, that's the thing. When you come to these tropical houses, they say they have loads of different animals. Oh, look what we have here. We have some tortoise. I love tortoise. To be honest, they're one of my favourite animals going. They're just so slow, and they just last for years and years. And you can, obviously you can't feed these ones, but you can feed them different stuff. And then you got some bluebird there. I wonder if that's the Asian bluebird, fairy bluebird. I don't know. To be honest, sometimes I don't particularly agree with zoos and that, but I do agree with getting exposure and teaching people about different varieties of animals and different ways of caring, and getting to experiencing these animals up close and these creatures up close, To be honest, that's what I do like. Now, this tropical enclosure is not too big. It only takes 5-10 minutes to walk around, and like I said, you get to see different animals like tortoise, like that. And there I am. That is Brad ASMR. See, I told you how much I like tortoise, eh? I told you. As you can hear in the background, there's loads of different noises, and hopefully it's just in the background, it's not annoying you. But this is the noises of a tropical rainforest. Included is some kids walking around. And parents and humans, and humans. Now, wouldn't it be nice to sit on that bench if you was in the wild? If you was in the wild and you sat on a bench that looked like that, it probably would be covered in so many ants. You'll look down and you'll just see so many ants. Look on the forest floor, you have frogs, pigeons. I just feel like there's just so many pigeons. I tell you what, I tell you what, I tell you what, I tell you what. Pigeons are probably gonna rule the world one day, you know. And if you don't have pigeons where you're from, then come to England, and you'll just see pigeons everywhere, in the town centres, everywhere. Anyway, back to the tropical house. It was absolutely glorious outside. About 28 degrees. We're actually having a heat wave. Here in the UK in the moment. Now, I know if you're from these really hot countries that 30, 33, 34 degrees Celsius might not seem much to you, but here in England we're just not built for it. Look, I'm tracking this bird walking through the forest floor, just minding their own business. I mean, I think they're happy. They've got one of the best zoo enclosures there is at a zoo. They've got plenty of space and they've got a nice climate for them. They've got trees and fresh trees and food, and people don't touch them, and they've got a little bit of freedom, you know. So I don't mind this zoo enclosure. What I don't like is when I was traveling the world, and you go to some zoo enclosures and the animals aren't being cared for, and it's just sad, you know. It's just sad. See if we can find the Brazilian tanager. Nice red bird. This one should be easy to spot. I don't know, can you see it anywhere? I can't see it. And that goes for a lot of things that you see signage for. You just can't see. They might be sleeping somewhere, they might be hiding away from the humans, you know. And to be honest, I don't blame them. They might be subscribing to Brad ASMR, you know. Yeah, that was just a little joke. Fantastic. Okay, after my camera finally came into focus, look at this glorious bird. Just cleaning itself and just putting on a show. Look at them beautiful feathers. Absolutely fantastic. There we are. And to be honest, if you ever wanted to do something for a day, the zoo is always a great option. There's normally places where you can go inside and shelter from the weather outside if it's raining or if it's too hot. But if it's too hot, I wouldn't recommend coming into a tropical house, because it's even hotter. Then you go outside and then it feels cool for about 30 seconds and it's hot again. Then it's hot again. But no, the zoo is a very good place, and it's always good to support a good zoo. And that's obviously one of the foods there, or someone has dropped an apple. Maybe because I'm into health and fitness, I should go pick up that apple and eat that apple for myself. Nah, it wasn't too. Oh, there's more apples. No, it's for the birds and the creatures and the animals. So I'll leave it there. You know, if it was for another human, maybe, just maybe I would have ate it. You know, I was feeling a little bit peckish. Anyway, Brad, stop joking. This is a serious walk around of the tropical house. Fantastic. There we are. So we're coming up to the end of the tropical house soon. And there should be a sloth somewhere around here, but the thing is with sloths, they kind of camouflage into the trees. So they're very, very hard to spot. And it's not like they move fast. They they move very, very, very slow, so it's not like you can see their movement onto the trees. So you really gotta keep an eye out for them. I mean, the main bird we've seen here is that bird there that keeps cleaning itself and is very still right now. And we saw the tortoise as well, which, like I said, I'll always go and see the tortoise. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed a different kind of ASMR video. That mixes a little bit of humour with nice and relaxing soft-spoken voices of Brad ASMR. Like I said, if you did and you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. As we come up to the end of the tour. Thank you for choosing Brad ASMR for your relaxation. Make sure you click on the screen now to experience more tingles.